Hi, my name is Kimberly DeAngelis, and tonight I'm going to be talking about informed consent within the counseling profession and how it may vary from state to state, obviously. And in my state, I was not able to pull up any information in the rules and regulations of the Florida State Board of Mental Health Counseling, not association, but in that forum there, I was not able to pull up anything about informed consent, including the archives, and I went back to it about 2 or 3 times. So what I did was I downloaded one sample informed consent from a gentleman in Tampa who's a counselor, and I was able to look at that and see if all the required needed information was encapsulated in his informed consent, which it was a much shorter version than I had expected to see, because it looks on the ACA Code of Ethics as it's pretty very detailed information about billing, insurance, expectations, the goal of therapy, as well as the counselor credential, education, and various other issues that were required by the ACA Code of Ethics. And so the generalized informed consent form that I found on the internet that does not pertain to Florida was a very abridged type of version of informed consent, in as much as that it covered issues of management, it covered issues of insurance billing, requirements, as well as fee charges, and what one can expect when involved in the counseling relationship. Is it well suited for for a person to meet with a particular counselor, and also was it a good fit, as well as informing the client of some housekeeping issues in the area of administration, and that was about it. So I expected informed consent to be a much longer document, which maybe it doesn't really need to be a very long document, but it seems like from the ACA Code of Ethics that it would be a very more involved document than I currently was able to pull up on the internet. My reaction to the informed consent samples that I pulled up, as compared to the ACA Code of Ethics, and I don't have anything in my state to compare it to, was one of the document seemed a lot shorter in nature, and I felt as though that there could have been more depth to those documents, and they could have been longer documents, because being vulnerable in counseling and entrusting your feelings, thoughts, and emotions to another person is being in a very vulnerable spot, and there is so many things that one needs to consider, as well as the expectations and goals of counseling. And I did not see that in those sample documents. Now, I don't know if those are correct samples of informed consent, but that was what I was able to pull up. My state did not have anything on even on the Florida Department of Health, which is the licensing board for professional counselors, as well as other individuals who are involved in pharmacy, etc. And I was a little surprised that I couldn't find that information. However, what I did find was informative as well as engaging, and I think keeping informed consent, in my opinion, is keeping it simple is a better route to go to than being complicated. However, I did see in the article Informed Consent by Christine Grady, RN, PhD, that the face of informed consent is changing ever so much in the counseling field to electronic means. Thank you. Have a great evening.